Hello YouTube, this is Julia Plous, children's book author and child at heart, and very big Gargoyles fan. If you watched my last Gargoyles video, you'll know I have very strong feelings about the show. Good feelings, but I'm just have this weirdo anxiety about how I want it all to myself. In my last video, all I talked about were my action figures, but I've got some other Gargoyles merchandise I want to share with you. Here's an old Disney Adventures magazine with behind the scenes with Gargoyles. Let's see, the date on this is 1995, so I was 6 years old when this issue came out. Yeah, it's got some ads for some of the toys that I had and showed in my last video. It's got some, interviews with the... Actually, I don't know if it was interviews. Let's see what's in here. Oh, there's like a comic strip, and... I think there were like character profiles, or maybe I'm thinking of this was a Goosebumps themed issue of Disney Adventures from 1996, so I was 7 when this one came out. Yeah, this one has when the Goliath Chronicles that was like the 3rd season of the show, and that was on Saturday mornings before Disney came out with One Saturday Morning, where they had Recess and Pepper Ann. I love those shows, but like before that was a thing, Disney did just have like a regular lineup of Doug, Gargoyles, Timon and Pumbaa. So I was pretty young, and yeah, this was just the concept of like, what would the Gargoyles dress up as, and what Halloween candy would they give out? Yeah, it was silly. I got some trading cards. These, I think these mostly belong to my sister, but, I like, we got a lot of the characters. We got Brooklyn, we got Broadway, we got Lex, my favorite, we got, Hudson, and each one had a quote on the back. It's like the quote was supposed to sum up their character, and I'm like, I don't think that really sums up their character all that well. Like Hudson's, I'd rather be watching TV. That does not define his character. Lex, see, easy as pie. Like, I remember he said that, but I'm just like, okay, these are... Oh, Broadway, what's for dinner? Okay, so maybe that defined him. I do remember this card. This is Goliath fighting his clone, Thalog. I remember my sister sitting on the front steps of my best friend's house, reading this card and then going, oh my god, Julia, I just realized Thalog is Goliath spelled backwards, except for the T and the H. And I'm like, oh yeah, I probably should have, let's see, if I was only 7 or 8, then yeah, I may not have seen that coming. Here's this collector's can. It belonged to my sister, but it's just pretty rad. And inside are these little, this is not official merchandise, this is something my sister made. These little paper cutouts of the Gargoyles. They have little slits in the bottom of the cardboard so that she could put, perpendicular cardboard and have them stand up straight. And I remember when she did this. There's Bronx, here's Lex. I remember when she did this, when she made this, and she said, Lex looks like a pea. And he does. He looks like a little pea. This is not really the accurate color of Lex. This is more green, but on the show he's more olive colored. And he does look like an overcooked green bean. And I remember I was watching the episode Legion, where Goliath has to use virtual reality to go inside Cold Stone's head and fight with all his conflicting personalities. I was watching it, my sister was just walking through the room where Lex says, I think there's something wrong inside his head, and I know how to find out what. And she just muttered, crafty little green bean, isn't he? And he does look like a green bean. Here's a little Hudson and Brooklyn. I remember after she made these, we were gonna make a cardboard or paper Castle Wyvern, and so we could play with these on them. And I remember we drew some bricks on some paper and colored them in, and then we just forgot about it. It wasn't, we never went through with it. That was right around the age my sister was going into middle school, and she was just about shedding her childhood obsessions, and she was done with that. I remember when we were kids, our dad bought us each these gargoyle statues. And this is, again, not official show merchandise, but he knew we were into gargoyles, so he got us these things. They just, sit on our bookshelves. They don't do anything. I think that's all. I did have a Gargoyles coloring book at one point. I remember when my sister got it, and she was fully willing to share it with me, but she was like, but I get to color Demona, because Demona was her favorite one. Oh my gosh, I completely forgot. Wait here. These are actual physical photographs of when we were Gargoyles for Halloween. This is my sister as Demona. She was, I thought it was pretty creative that she decided to do the wings wrapped around herself like a dress. That's how, or like a cape. That's how Demona looked. She does not have red hair in this picture, but she did actually did get some like glittery red hair dye to just comb in. And this is not too impressive, but this is me as Lex, and yeah, I'm wearing face paint. These are not, they're not good enough to walk through a cosplay convention. Not that we knew what cosplay was back then, but yeah, I was really happy to find those pictures. I was like, oh good, I do have pictures of them. Gargoyles was wonderful. And yeah, I'm pretty sure there is a live action movie being made. If they have the original cast, that'd be great. I don't know how to get over this weird anxiety I have where I don't want to share it with people, and then when other people talk about how they liked the show, I get all like nervous and anxious and like, shut up, it was mine, you can't have it. I don't know where that feeling comes from. I guess just it was a really strong bond between me and my sister and that show. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe, and check out my children's book on Amazon, The Last of the Pit Bulls. Thank you.